Stratford University, changing lives one student at a time. With service comes sacrifice. With sacrifice, separation. And on the home front, longing for loved ones in harm's way. Anticipation for the day they come home. This is that day. This is homecoming.
I'm LS2 Dowell. I'm from Memphis. Waiting on GMSN Mason. He's from Memphis. That's my brother. I might cry. I cried when he left because I came back from naval deployment and then he left right after, so we didn't get any time to hang. This is his first deployment, so I got to be here for him so we can go home and I can take him home to family.
I'm CS2 Baxley. I'm from Lumberton, North Carolina. We've been away for 6 months. We left in January and then finally coming back in July. I got missing my family and I'm happy to see them again. And this is probably my last deployment.
Right here is my baby boy, Ben. About to be 4 years old this year. Been struggling the last 6 months, and now I'm about to enjoy a good meal. It's been long, kind of stressful, but you get used to the routine every day.
I'm Austin Holiday from North Carolina. This is my first tour, so it was stressful and fun at the same time. I got to see a lot of places, so it's a pretty good experience, not bad.
His first deployment. Come on, brother. My good old brother right here.
Hey, I'm Ensign Bostic. Being around the world and being in different places just makes you appreciate being back here.
Missed everyone, so I'm glad to be back. I'm going to eat good. Yes, I'm going to join my family. We've been all around the world.
All around the world.
Yes, and it was beautiful.
Sounds good to be stable, right?
That's right. Now we back.
PS1 Let's, originally from Kingston, Jamaica. It's been a long deployment and I'm just glad to be home. Well, this is not my first deployment, so as a unit, we've been through this before. But like I said, a lot of communication really helps, and just stay in contact with your family. That's pretty much it for me. Once I'm in contact with my family, I'm fine.
More Homecoming after the break.
Cyber attacks are occurring everywhere. Silent and undetected, malicious code and bad actors invade systems and expose information and assets within. That's why Stratford University is building the next generation of cyber warriors. Security, technology, defensive and offensive cyber education. Powered by Stratford University.
Hi, I'm Melinda, here to thank Stratford University for my $5,000 Golden Opportunity Grant.
Well, my name is Albert Lambright, and we are here to celebrate the fact that my beautiful lady is about to get a check to improve her education.
Yes, I came in one day and I spoke to George, and he went over all the opportunities that they had to offer. He walked me around the school and showed me around and showed me where I would be. And then we came back downstairs and we talked more about the classes, and he was very helpful not to start me where I would be too overwhelmed so I wouldn't be nervous and run away.
You know, it was such a hard effort trying to get her to go, but once when she seen me walk, she was so happy, and that just made me happier.
Yeah, him walking made me want to go and pursue my career.
Well, it's been something I've been aspiring to do for a long time. I was in college when I was in the Navy, and it was harder, and once when I came out, the benefits of education is you have to have it to get far, even if you do have military experience. And Stratford just gave me the opportunity to get to where I needed to be. 2 years with Stratford was definitely worth my while. I just got my degree in business administration, and I'm staying in for my MBA. I graduate in June of next year. Well, basically, the one thing that I have sold her on, which I'm so glad, that's what makes me proud, is the fact that one day we don't want to work. And through this education, this will get her financially stable to the point where she won't have to work again. It's going to be a hard road, but I'm going to support her each way through. Well, you know what? One thing the Navy taught me how to do, how to take care of family. And being that I don't have to deploy, I'm all right. I can do that for the family while she does her homework.
My kids thought it was amazing. Yeah. They saw me as, you know, just trying to take care of them and didn't think I was going to do anything else. But when I told them that I was going to go back to school, they were very proud. I've always told them to be better than I am. My thought process was to just raise them and get them to where they need to be, and then I can focus on myself. So that's what I did. They graduated from high school, now they're in college, doing their thing, learning, so it's my turn.
What would you tell somebody that's on the verge of furthering their education but isn't sure yet?
I would say take a leap of faith and just do it. Further your career. It's a great opportunity, and it's all about you.
There's always an excuse not to do something, but to better yourself, there's nothing better than walking, graduating, and opening the doors of opportunity. So I would say get up and just go do it. Don't make any excuses, just do it. You know, that funny enough, after I graduated, that was the one thing that I ran out the building saying, they can never take this from me. This one's mine. So, yeah.
You're gonna get there too.
Yes, I am. One day at a time, but I'm gonna get there.
I'm gonna make sure of it.
Stay tuned for more Homecoming after these messages.
Cyber attacks are occurring everywhere. Silent and undetected, malicious code and bad actors invade systems and expose information and assets within. That's why Stratford University is building the next generation of cyber warriors. Security, technology, defensive and offensive cyber education. Powered by Stratford University.
When I grew up, I didn't know anything at all about airplanes. I never even thought about an airplane.
A group of average Americans must become a team of fighting men with wings.
In 1945, I became 18 years of age. So on the 14th of August, they inducted me into the United States Army. Well, it was a very unique and unusual day. I was drafted with 5 other individuals from my neighborhood, but all the people who were drafted with me were Afro-Americans. Sort of put a question on my why are we the only ones. They were going to send us to billets or slots that they had for Afro-Americans or Black American personnel. They didn't ask me where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do, what I had done. I didn't question it. Everybody in the organization was Black to show the nation that this is the type of personnel that you come in contact with from the Black community. The spotlight was on us. Every time you turned around, there was another test for this, another test for that. We were taught this is another day to excel. The Tuskegee Airman convinced our nation that there's great use that could be made of Afro-Americans in the military. I decided to stay in because under the 332nd Fighter Group, we were really doing something in the interest of the nation. We were considered to be elite personnel, and that gave us a lot of pride. During that period of time, the Army and the military departments had been doing a lot of research as to what was going to happen to Afro-Americans or Blacks in the various military services.
And to these whites, there was horror at the specter of Black supremacy. Blacks winning control and competing for what had been exclusively theirs: lands, homes, and jobs.
So in 1948, President Truman signed an executive order that all of the military departments would be integrated. And that would happen on 1 July 1949. It was determined that I would go to Langley Air Force Base as an air operations NCO. I felt as an individual I could do something that might better me and other people who were Black Americans. Being concerned about what some people say, what some people do just because you're a different color. I had to work for my family. I tried to carry myself in a manner where I would be respected, and carry myself in a manner where people would feel as I'm going to respect them. I said I'm going to make it so hard for somebody to go against me for racial situations. I tried to walk as erect as I can. It's a little hard to do sometimes now, but before it wasn't. I was able to, within the military and outside the military, present myself as a strong American. I hope that future airmen have the opportunity to fulfill what they would like to be, have the educational opportunities to compete and present themselves to the American people and to the world as outstanding individuals.
Stay tuned for more homecoming after these messages.
Cyber attacks are occurring everywhere. Silent and undetected, malicious code and bad actors invade systems and expose information and assets within. That's why Stratford University is building the next generation of cyber warriors. Security, technology, defensive and offensive cyber education. Powered by Stratford University.
Stratford University, changing lives one student at a time.
This training is urban mobility training, focusing on like breaching assets that we have and that we provide to the infantry units, from ballistic breaching using the M500s to dynamic breaching using the actual explosives, and also mechanical breaching using battering rams or hooligans tool, pretty much allowing that mobility for the units that we get attached to in an urban environment. Beneficial to the Marine Corps because it's a very violent action. It's straight into a building, pretty much catching them off guard, whether it may be covert or moving through a building. We can use these charges to disorient the enemy once we actually go into combat.
Definitely helps the squads with cohesion a lot because we're with each other the whole time. We're training, going through everything, knowing how each other works and in certain situations, what they're good at, what they need help in, and just getting the job done.
It allows the Marines to work together, communicate together, and experience something that not a lot of Marines get to experience. So from being just a few feet away from an explosion, making that entry, it builds up that camaraderie with them because it gives them that pride of being a combat engineer.
An obstacle course may sound like fun and games, but the Alpha Warrior rig is a real workout. Airmen and soldiers on Shaw Air Force Base jumped at the opportunity to become an Alpha Warrior.
We have the Alpha Warrior tour. We have a few celebrities that come in and demonstrated the Alpha Warrior rig. Super excited. Several teams that competed, security forces, EOD.
The course challenged airmen to test their strength and endurance.
Oh, it was definitely difficult. It was more than I expected. Looking at it, they made it look really easy. In a short amount of time, the instructors did it. When we went out there and actually did it, there was a few points I thought about stopping or I wasn't going to make it, but I kept pushing.
Airmen stepped up to the test and found camaraderie in the drive for success.
I think it's incredibly important for these airmen to come out here, challenge themselves, come together, support each other whether they win or lose. It's just an amazing event.
Although the teams competed for the best time, everyone got the chance to take their fitness to the next level. Airman First Class Cassidy Woody, Shaw Air Force Base, South Carolina.
We want to be unique, and we have the opportunity to learn and try the best thing because you guys learned everything from the battlefield, and we want it, and we want to apply to the battlefield and our life.
The philosophy for Lance Corporal Seminar is to provide a seminar experience for all Lance Corporals in the Marine Corps to empower them as our future guardians of our ethos.
It's important because you never know when you're going to be that man in charge. You can always have a group of junior Marines, a couple corporals, and some sergeants. However, you never know when they're going to be pulled aside, when you're going to have to step up and make sure that the mission gets accomplished. It's always good to just be prepared. You never know how you're going to have to accomplish a mission or who you're going to have to accomplish it with. So with them being so close, it's just good that we were able to get so much time in with them. So if ever in the future need to have to work with them, it's an easy transition.
When you have that coalition between these two Marine Corps, you can have better response time between each other and get to the fight quicker. So if anything breaks out, both UJUC and the ROC base can communicate really fast.
It makes us more diverse. It makes us, I guess, atone to their culture to allow us to fluently work with them if anything does happen.
Tried to break the window, but the car was sinking so fast that was impossible. So I jumped in the water. I ripped the vinyl top off. It was a convertible, and I pulled the woman out. And when I pulled her out, she said there was a dog in there, and that's when I gave it one last shot for the dog, and I got lucky and was able to retrieve the dog. It's an honor to receive one of the awards that very few people get nominated for.
Cyber attacks are occurring everywhere. Silent and undetected, malicious code and bad actors invade systems and expose information and assets within. That's why Stratford University is building the next generation of cyber warriors. Security, technology, defensive and offensive cyber education. Powered by Stratford University.